sign of Leo, Celtic cross. Show me the energies around Leo for their higher self. What should they be aware of? Leo. Four of Pentacles. You're saving money. You're stable right now. It looks like you're dealing with a soulmate connection. Someone that is not really showing their true feelings to you. That's why you have the King of Cups. This moment is intense. Oof, it's a lot of cup energy on there. And right now, it looks like you're trapped in your mind. And you're going to continue to be trapped in your mind in the next few days. That's because you're hanging too tight. Maybe you need to let go. Let go of thoughts. Let go of attachment to this person. You don't need them. Nobody needs anybody. That's why the problem is that you have that urge, that attachment to that other person. And it's a beautiful energy because it's soulmate connection. You might be dealing with a Gemini. In the near past, it looks like they connected to you in a beautiful way. It was like childish, innocent, pretty cool. But why are you dissatisfied in the back of your mind? It looks like it's still not fulfilling your wish. You want it the way you want it. This is the card of the brat. I'm thinking this card also is coming in the reading to talk about a choice. A big choice. It's a choice about not only a soulmate, but it's a global choice about your life. And the King of Cups is indicating that. Because they're not opening their heart to you, they do love you. They're sitting in an ocean of love towards you. But they're not showing that. They're holding back. That's the strategy of the King of Cups. And right now, the reading is coming here to say that maybe you need to pay attention to some signals you're receiving. Signals from everywhere. It might be in your daily life, in numbers, in papers. Signals of all kinds. Dreams, reflective moments, introspection. Do some meditation. Trust your intuition. You're going to need it in the next few days to make this choice. So this is all about that choice with this lover or soulmate connection. And right now, it looks like in the next few days, you're going to be stuck. Stuck in your mind, not letting go. Not only that, but like creating all of these mental formations. That's what makes you feel stuck. And this card is just saying, let go, liberate yourself. After you make that decision, because, or maybe in order to make it, because it doesn't look like it's going to be made anytime soon, but maybe it does. Because if you gain that knowledge and you unlock the secret about the truth, then you will make it. And then you will liberate yourself. That's what this card is saying. It's either, I mean, it's two opposites, but they could be either or. Either you're going to be stuck in your mind or you're going to choose to liberate yourself. And that's when you remove the shackles. It's going to cut, but then you're going to be free. Imagine the feeling of being free from whatever attachment you have. And then you can make that choice. It's a big choice. It is the choice. It looks like this lover that you're dealing with manifested this in the past. They're being very solid. They're knowledgeable. They're having the energy and the fire and the balance that is needed. Look at this, the balance. You see the person's posture. That's why they're not showing their true heart. they're not showing any emotions at all. You're thinking this is like, okay, I missed an opportunity. Where is it that I messed up? Maybe I was hanging too tight and I suffocated the whole thing. But it's not that. It's that the way they think is not aligned with the way you think. So that's why you need to liberate yourself in the next few days. Very important to pay attention to those signals, synchronicity, things that happen out of the blue and you say, oh, what a coincidence. That's not the case. And again, I mean, they manifested this and they're keeping the balance and the concentration. It's like a perfect contemplative moment, like a Buddha, to find that light. That's what they're doing. That's why this energy is in your mind. You know who they are. You know they are knowledgeable, they're solid, they're controlled, they have self-control, moderation, intuition, emotional intelligence, and on top of that, they got the fire, because that's why this is one's energy. So one's energy is speaking of that. The person having the balance and the perfect alignment of creativity, inspiration, balance to make it happen, like a magician. So their energy is actually positive. It's just that in the back of your mind, maybe you need to follow the advice. Don't be a brat. Appreciate what you have. Don't look at the bad. Appreciate the good and value the good. Just look at it, but value it. And right here with the Knight of Cups, this energy is indicating that it's interesting to see that you have the Knight of Cups and the Page of Swords here. Because it looks like this situation is not really going to unlock in the next few days. You're going to be stuck in your mind unless you follow the advice. And then you can move this energy around, because there's only two major arcanas. These you cannot move or touch. And that is that choice and the reality that you need to unlock the secret and pay attention to those signals. Pretty much you're thinking in a romantic way, and that doesn't really align with the way they think. Maybe that's why right now this connection is not really flowing into the sort of energy that is deserving to flow, because the Lovers is a beautiful energy. It's the Lovers. That means it stops being one becomes two. So imagine that beautiful magic. One becomes two. You take that leap, you surrender, you accept the person. Maybe you need to let go of that old story to be able to make this choice and accept this person. That's why they're not fully opening their heart to you. Sounds like a beautiful statement for the reading. The final card is actually talking about you learning new things about this. You're going into a new phase. You're going into pretty much a new period that you're going to be an apprentice. And this is the card of the stalker. So if you do that, I mean, do it the right way. You want to keep tabs on someone or something, okay, there's nothing wrong with that. Curiosity, but remember, curiosity killed the cat. So this is the card of the curious person, just searching here and there and just trying to figure out a way to make this work. Well, the Page of Swords also indicates intellectual abilities. So you might have those intellectual abilities to be able to unfold this task. It's just that your energy is too immature. You need to, like, literally, like people say, grow up and learn how to use that sword, because you have a sword in your hand, but a sword is a sword. So you can kill someone with that. So you need to handle the sword carefully. Even if you know how to use it and you're skilled, you should have that mature thinking that, okay, I'm holding a sword, so yeah. And pretty much the Page of Swords comes in this reading to indicate that. Be mindful about how you're gonna handle this new information that you're gonna get, and don't be immature about it, because pretty much you're gonna be stuck in your mind. I'm stressing on this energy of the High Priestess, and you actually become the knower. You actually know. It's just that because you're so uptight right now and you're hanging on too tight, maybe you're not really receiving this energy of the soulmate connection and the choice about this connection with the open minded that it must be received. You're trapped in your mind. You have those chains that bind you. And then here the High Priestess is saying, you're only going to know the truth and get the signals if you follow your intuition, you follow the light. That's why if you look at the card, the person pretty much looks like their eyes are open, but they're closed. It's like both things are happening. See? She looks like she's sleeping, but she's awake. So you need that third eye awakening. You need to wake up your third eye. You know what that means metaphorically. Wake up the eye that sees what the other two physical eyes don't see. And that's only through you paying attention to your dreams, synchronicity, those coincidences that happen to us, numbers, peoples, places, colors, repetition, some sort of pattern, all of these things that they can keep on coming back. And also this idea of trusting your intuition, very important in the reading for the next few days, to let go and trust your intuition and receive those signals. So be open in your mind to receive them. You're way too locked up in your mind. Nice. Nice, Leo. Thank you for coming back to the channel. Share with your friends. I'll see you soon.